Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. Good morning, my lovely students. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are fine. Yes, today we are going to reinforce the topic Tasmiya. My dear students, you will open your Islamiat textbook, page number 31. The learning objective of today's lesson is reinforcement of the topic through written work. Before going to start reading, let me check your memory. Tell me, what should we recite before start to do any good work? You have a sharp memory. Yes, we should recite Tasmiya, that is Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and its translation is in the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. My dear students, keep your Islamiat textbook in front of you and open page number 31. Let's start reading. The topic is Tasmiya, with the learning objective to inculcate the habit of remembering Allah the Almighty. The meaning of Bismillahirrahmanirrahim is in the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. Allah helps us and gives us prosperity in our work when we recite Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is called Tasmiya. When we start with the name of Allah, He is pleased with us and rewards us. So before we start to do any good, we should always recite the Tasmiya. My dear students, look in Do You Know section. What is written here? Let's see. In the Holy Quran, Tasmiya is not recited only before Surah Tawbah. So it was the reading. Let's discuss the main points. In the topic, we'll learn that we should recite Tasmiya, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, before going to start any good work. The translation of Bismillahirrahmanirrahim is in the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. It means Allah is kind to us, Allah is gracious. He helps us. He gives His blessings. So we should recite Tasmiya before going to start any work. We should remember Allah the Almighty before going to start any work. So Allah the Almighty gives His blessings. Allah helps us in our work. When we recite Tasmiya before going to start any work, Allah gives us prosperity and makes the work easier for us. So don't forget to recite Tasmiya before going to start any good work. Tell me, what do you recite when you start your eating? Yes, we recite Tasmiya. We start eating with the name of Allah. So Allah the Almighty gives His blessings in the food. So dear students, you should always start your homework with the name of Allah. You should recite Tasmiya before going to start homework. So Allah the Almighty helps you. We start reciting Holy Quran with the name of Allah. Driving should be start with the name of Allah, because when we are on road, we are at higher risk. So we need safety. When we recite Tasmiya, Allah the Almighty saves us. Cooking should be start with the name of Allah. So Allah the Almighty gives His blessings in the food. My dear students, you should always recite Tasmiya. Whatever you are going to start, like cutting, pasting, drawing, coloring, whatever you are going to start, you should recite Tasmiya first. In the Holy Quran, all surahs are starting with Tasmiya except Surah Tawbah. Generally, it is believed that Surah Tawbah, the part of the previous surah, that is Surah Infal. So that's why the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is not mentioned before the Surah Tawbah. My dear students, it was the discussion of the today's topic. Let's move to the homework. You have to do 2 questions. You will do your homework in the Islamiat notebook. Question number 1 is, what should we recite before we start to do any good work? I know all of you know the answer. And the question number 2 is, write the translation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So it was the 2 days classwork and homework. Take good care of yourself. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.